Alright, so we'll go back over to Civil 3D. To build a corridor in Civil 3D, we have to start by making an assembly. And I'll just leave the name the way it is. Actually, we'll just call it full. We'll click OK, and I'm going to create a very basic assembly. There's multiple ways you can create the assembly, but you got these tools, you got lanes and shoulders. All we care about is a top surface, shoulder, and a daylight. Alright, we're going to keep it very simple. So I'm going to use very similar, what I would call instructions or assemblies. Assemblies in Civil 3D, instructions in Business Center. The first one is a link, offset, and slope. So we want to go out 12 feet, and we want to slope it a -2%. So once you set those parameters, you come over here and pick where you want it to go. Okay, I'm just going to move this guy over a little bit. Next, we'll use that same instruction or same assembly. We'll do a 4-foot shoulder at a -4% slope. We'll come in here and pick that point. We got to put it in and then pick where we want it to go. And lastly, we'll just use a link slope to surface. So this one is just going to tie to a surface. We'll do it a 3:1 or a 33% slope. So regardless of whether it is a cut or fill, depending on where the surface is, it will tie into it. Okay. So we're done with that. I'll escape out of there. If we select all these, we should be able to mirror them, but for some reason this assembly won't let you mirror it. I don't know if that's a bug or by design. So what we have to do is go back to our link, offset, and slope, and we'll do 12. Yeah, link, offset, and slope. Oh, so from centerline, because it's not a left and right, we have to put in a -12, and we'll go -2. And that's why it won't let me mirror it, because it's asking me for an offset rather than left or right. Then I have to put in a -4 with a -4%, and we'll come down here and we'll pick that point there. Then we'll do the link slope to surface again at a 3:1. And it's going to be used whether it's in cut or fill. Now again, there are other daylights. That one, oops, I messed up. I didn't change that one parameter, so I have to come in and change it so that it's on the left. And now I've got that simple subassembly for my corridor. Now to make the corridor, once I've done all that, is you go up, create the corridor, give it a name, set styles, parameters. It's going to use my centerline alignment, my layout profile, and I'm going to use that full assembly. And I'm going to tell it to target the existing ground. So when I do that, it comes up, gives me some parameters. I can set the frequency, which is every 25. I can change that in here, which we'll come back and talk about later. I'm just going to click OK. And it's going to ask me to rebuild the corridor. So there's the corridor. Now that's not a surface, it's just the corridor itself. We still have to do another step to actually make the surface. So to make the surface, we have to come in here, pick the corridor, right click, and I go to corridor surfaces. We have to tell it to build the surface, add the links for the top data, choose a style. So we got contours and design. Let's just go ahead and set that to triangles, and we'll make a copy of that because we want to just see the triangles. So I have to on the fly make a change here, and then in 3D model elevations, yeah, that's fine, we'll leave it that way. And let's set the ranges, the land, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Okay, so all that's good in the style. We'll click OK, click OK to that. Then we have to add the boundary for the daylighting. So we got to add the external boundary, shrink wrap, and we click OK. Rebuild this corridor, and now there's a corridor surface, which you can see just gotta click over here. You can see the triangulation, and then you also have the corridor. So you have two objects here. One's the corridor, one's the surface. Right. So let's go back to Business Center, and we'll make that corridor. So I've got the alignment, the profile. I just go ahead and tell it to create the corridor. I don't have to do the assembly. Let's call this road. It's using the alignment, vertical. I don't have to pick these, but I'll go ahead and tell it the original ground is EG. We'll reference that in case we need it, and we'll click OK. So you actually build the assembly on the fly. So first of all, we're going to start at the beginning. So we're telling it where to start. We're going to define a new template. We'll call this full. So this is like defining our assembly. And we'll do the same thing. We'll do an offset slope. We'll go from the center line. We'll offset 12 to the right. We'll go -2 for the slope. And we'll call that EP. We'll throw in a code for lane edge. And we'll add that. You can see it's building our road over here. It's also building our road down here. Now this is the corridor, but it's also the corridor surface. So we're gonna come in here. We'll add in our shoulder. We'll go -4. We'll put in shoulder. We'll put in that, and we'll add that. So there's a shoulder, and then we'll come in. We'll do a side slope. We'll go from the shoulder. We'll target the existing ground. We'll do a 3-to-1 for cut, no ditch, 3-to-1 for fill. So you can see we can choose different methods of getting cut and fill. And we'll just call this daylight. I'll add that. So now you see it's there, and we can also kind of run through our surface and see where we're at. Now that's half of it. So now we can come up and we can mirror the instructions, and now we've got the other half. So now we have a corridor and a corridor surface. So if I close this, you'll see there's our corridor surface. Alright, so we've got corridor and corridor surface, corridor, corridor surface.